Here, right, is I'm not going to ask you any really questions about the demo yesterday and that. I'm just going to give you a free run to speak about it and say what you feel yourselves. Okay? On you go.
We believe in Occam's razor, you see. So you should say it, if you're going to say something, say it in its most simplest form.
And simply, we want to love.
And we want peace everywhere. And we turned up yesterday and we arrived in Trafalgar Square at the top, and just immediately with a group of people who came up from Preston in the northwest of England started drawing in chalk peace and love everywhere.
And the children were joining in, and everyone was drawing.
And we couldn't get any better. And then a drum section turned up with loads of drums, and then that all started being positive. And then we even went for a stroll to take this energy around and really try and project it. And then on coming back, we noticed the police coming forwards, and the combination of them provoking that and people drinking and having hatred in themselves for what they know they can become but they haven't been told they can become, which is beauty and love and peace for all things. They provoked each other to get really destructive, and we think these protests, we think that there's been that much political mumbo jumbo put down already. We should spend our lives, the people that are here right now in this dimension, provoking as much peace and love as possible, with no cliche, no sort of leadership. Empower yourself should be the route to all. Empower yourself, innit, man?
Yeah, certainly.
The route to all truth right
objective.
now, and then establishment afterwards. We want divine pyramids where babies are born
together. Once our
together.
consciousness is at a level to understand how to run a society, that's when we should be able to make the decisions. Not now under this destruction. Not now when people are separated, and not now. We need to start loving each other. That's all we want to do.
We're made up of divine mathematics,
beautiful
and we have ideas that we don't even understand. Creative
and we can
ideas.
Create our own future.
Art will be the way of transcending together.
And the time is now.
Yes, definitely now. It's always now.
There's no time except from this moment right now. And from this moment right now we can make change.
Yeah, definitely.
All we want to say is that we're privileged. We are privileged, and everyone around us is beautiful.
We don't. The most important thing is blame. If we're at this level of consciousness now, no blame for anyone. Adolf Hitler isn't to be blamed for all of the destruction that happened there.
Nick Clegg isn't to be blamed.
Nick Clegg isn't to be blamed.
They're all beautiful children.
The protesters that we stood with yesterday as brothers and sisters that were throwing glass bottles at the police.
Who intimidated us as much as the police.
They scared us as much as the police scared us. Well, no, actually we weren't even scared. We just thought, what's happened to this peace protest that we're here for? Yes, there was cuts written everywhere, but it almost like, I feel when that amount of people can come together, why don't they feel the amount of peace and love that could be shown when police do come over and they're wearing a uniform together as one people? Why should that become intimidating? We should be able to stand there with the knowledge that we are peaceful, loving people together, and that won't provoke any violence whatsoever. I think we need more children with us when we do it. I think that would really take it to a new level.
Yeah.
Yeah. We carry a simple message really, but it seems hard to put across because language is being appropriated so much. We want to say love and peace, but love and peace is written on New Look under by your new cork wedges. Yeah. You know, peace, love and cork wedges. Like, wow, thanks a lot for that. Now we're going to have to find a new language to tell everyone else what peace and love means.
Yeah.
I think it means understanding your own connection with everything.
Understanding.
The beautiful pattern that is, everything that we can see is a fractal of itself. And we are a part of the entire whole.
We don't have enough time in this dimension to not be grateful for it. We don't have enough time to not be grateful for right now. And if everyone was grateful for right now, we'd all be hugging each other.
And it won't be peace. People say to me, you can't have entire peace in the world. Well, obviously, otherwise we won't be standing there saying, let's have peace. You know, that was the point of our own protest. We just feel that reinforcing peace doesn't seem like a silly thing to do right now.
It's the only thing we want to do.
It's quite enjoyable to do. You meet loads of beautiful women and men. The children engage with you more. You look into their eyes and you can almost connect with that innocence that they have, because you truly believe that peace and love is the way forward. And we don't hate anybody, no hatred for anybody, no blame for anyone. We've had well-paid jobs in the past, but we don't need them now, and we feel that that I don't know, this earth will provide everything for us.
And
We
it
don't,
has done.
and we choose not to. I don't know. We don't mind if we have to then pay tax. The message will never change, whether we're working or not working. Whether we get offered loads of money or not, we won't hide from it. And if we do, that is our own self-destruction.
Our own weakness.
We'll have to watch this video back in a few years' time if we became really rich and ignored everyone. Ideally, we would become really rich and just provoke so much peace everywhere. Because this material stuff and the subliminals that are being used in the media and what they'll have captured of yesterday, the destructive corner of the tiny blip that happened, is going to be massive to everyone else that wasn't there. It was a crazy feeling when it kicked off. It was around about midnight last night. And then,
I was scared, mate.
yeah,
I was very scared.
I wasn't scared. It just, I don't know, there was an element of distrust. You felt like you couldn't trust people, man.
So
Literally
rapid.
glass bottles being thrown next to me, but then the police pushing women like they were, I don't know, like they were the best mates in a bar or something, but with a big shield. And I witnessed what the women were saying. They weren't being destructive or anything. They were just like, what's going on here? And it's like, come on. But then you walk outside of that and there's people going, come on. And it's like, if they need to get rid of this testosterone, could we not create maybe a corner where people go and do that? And then we live in peace in another place. The resonation needs lift into a higher frequency. We've sat here this morning on Hyde Park and had a beautiful breakfast.
With people who we didn't know last
we've
night.
cleaned the land that we've
And they've
lived on.
welcomed us.
There's a toilet over there that people are emptying
Cups of
before it
tea
gets
over
too
here.
full. And then we had this beautiful circle of democracy where we passed around a megaphone and a stick, and we fortunately began the speech and just told them about peace, and then that had an echo effect through everyone that was going into more political sort of agendas and stuff like that, which we didn't really understand, even though they said some really nice long words. We feel that this it can work.
Right, just to wrap up, what would be your ideal society?
Pyramids for women to give birth in,
Yeah.
and the idea of giving birth is the most beautiful, beautiful thing that should be ritualised and made spiritual, and because it's the way that we all come into this earth, and we'd like to see a group of people. We'd just like to see everybody loving each other. We don't want to see any hatred. And hatred is weakness, and we want to see everyone on a higher frequency, and therefore loving each other wouldn't seem ridiculous. It would seem the normal. That's all we want. We just want people to love each other and to want to help each other.
Well, that's fantastic, guys. Thanks for that. And
Quite alright, man.
cheers. I'm glad to have met you. You're two beautiful souls, like.
Thank you. We're so
Cheers
inspired
for
by
that.
everyone and yourself.
Yeah, thanks, man. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.